Hey you guys, checking in with my divorce diary today. This is Melissa Sorrentino. Welcome to my channel. I've been divorced for 1 year and 7, going on 8 months. So the theys that be out there have told me that it would take about 2 years to quote, get over it. And I'm like, okay, I could see that. Just continuing to check in on my progress. Today I'm having a little bit of a rough morning. The last couple of days have been rough. I think I'm hormonal, so that's part of what goes on. Particularly when this is very personal, and guys, if this is not your thing, just turn it off. But women, when I have my cycles, I never had kids, and I really thought that we would, but just, sometimes when you're sort of living in chaos, whether it's, due to your relationship or outside forces that do spill into the relationship, and then eventually, it corrodes the relationship, and the relationship itself was problematic. So it's probably for the best that we didn't have children together. If we had, I know we would have stayed together. That's just absolutely a value that Ben and I would have shared. I know we would have been able to just cohabitate to raise kids, because I just think that's how we would have been. But there's no point, belaboring that, because it didn't happen. And actually, that right there, snapshot that's what I'm learning to do. I don't follow these thoughts all the way down the rabbit hole anymore. I did before we got divorced a lot. And I thought, and I got to a point where it was like, well, I'm overthinking. But then when you're thinking of something as important and valuable as that you really love somebody, you really do, and you really want to spend your whole life with them, then you don't think there's no over anything. There's no over functioning. There's no overthinking. It's just like, it's not over. I didn't mean for that to be a pun, but it kind of was. But nothing seems too much for something that means that much to you. So I was over functioning. I was over relationship. I was over giving. I was probably overtaking. I was over thinking for sure. And then finally, when I made the decision, which took like 2 years, did it. Done. But now I'm at a point in my life where, I'm up there in years. It's a little bit maybe unusual that I even still have regular cycles and stuff. A lot of my peers don't, or are starting to show symptoms that they're not going to. And I'm not really experiencing that. And my body would be very happy to, carry a child, but I don't have a husband. I don't even have a prospect. I have somebody that I like, but he's a placeholder. I'm one for him. I can even say this publicly because, we both know that that's what it is, and it's nice. It's very nice, and it's very pleasant for companionship, but it's just like anything, regular haircuts or spa appointments. We spend time together. It's good quality time. We enjoy each other's company. But, there's no future being laid out. We're not, we're not at a place where I would be carrying his child. And I don't think it's going to happen. And if I did, it would be so rushed. And I found that immediately after getting divorced, I was dating perhaps a little frantically. And I realized that just couldn't possibly lead to anything good. So I kind of tried to quit cold turkey. And that's what I meant. Or rather kind of just maneuvered sort of what I have going with this particular gentleman, which is great. I'd be happy if it was more, and, you know, he knows that, but it is what it is. It's okay. It really is. But anyway, just kind of like, sometimes things align at the same time, and that came up. You know, I have a new job that I want to celebrate that I'm very excited about, and the only place I'm really celebrating it is on Facebook, which is awesome. I love you guys, my Facebook friends. I really do. Your support's fucking amazing. People from Michigan and LA and locally here really rooting for me for this job, and I have it, and I'm super, super geeked about it. I'm not great at it yet, but I've barely started. I've only clocked in like 3 short shifts, and I'm looking forward to it. And, you know, I told Ben, my ex, about it, and he's very happy for me, congratulative and proud. I feel good about those things, but, you know, my cycle rolls around, and then also, for some reason, every time it's the new day of the month, we always shoot each other at, you know, happy March, happy February, whatever. And then, you know, there's a little, you know, emoji that goes along with the season. So this morning it was happy March with a 4-leaf clover and some, like, you know, the beer mugs clinking. And Ben and I would always go out and be very cheesy with the whole St. Patrick's Day. We did everything very much as a couple, like holidays, and maybe that's weird, but we were far away from any family. I'm sure we would have included family in our celebrations, but we had these really personal, very sweet celebrations for things like, you know, we'd always go out and have like the whole corned beef thing and the green beer. We're not big drinkers, but we would just do that, and it was fun, and we'd be real silly and cheesy and watch some TV shows or, you know, whatever seasonal thing might be going on. That's what we did. It was cool. I'm blessed that I had that, and I hope he feels the same way. But it's just, you know, it's hard to have anything sort of come up that makes you think of your ex and not to follow it all the way down into some sort of nostalgic rabbit hole. And, so I'm allowing for that a little bit by doing this video, but I actually, this is working well for me. I know I'm going to pop this on, make a little video, share it with you guys, know that my pain may be at least serving to at least open someone else up to know that you're not weird, you're not a freak. It is hard. And also, so I know I'm not alone just by kind of putting this out in the ether and sharing. And I know that once I'm done, I'll click stop. I will stop crying. And it'll be alright. I will. I have things to do. I have stuff to accomplish. I have a to-do list. I have a shift at my new job tonight. And I'm going to be alright. And I'm going to watch these videos years from now and go, wow, I remember how hard that was. And I'll be in a different chapter, and I'll be in a happy place. So that's where I'll leave you guys today. Okay? Take care. Thanks for sharing my journey. I really appreciate it. Okay, bye.